Are we rolling? Don't really know how to start this, but welcome everyone. Thanks so much for being eager and keen to watch this video. Today I'd like to take some time to share a little bit about one of the songs from the new record, one of the songs from the new album, and it's called Movie. This was the first single to be released, and that was in September of 2022. The album is coming out at the beginning of 2023, probably very early February. And so I wanted to take some time just to speak about the meaning behind some of the lyrics in the track. This song absolutely blew me away in terms of the reception it's received, and is by far the most popular track in terms of listens that I've put out so far. My journey with songwriting began at the end of 2018 when a close group of friends invited me to a WhatsApp group, and they were writing a song from one of the Psalms. This group worked in the way that you had to choose one day in a 2-week period, and there were 14 people, and you had to choose one psalm to write a song about. And so that began for me in December of 2018 after playing guitar for a few months and singing in the shower. And I wrote my first song, and it was based on Psalm 139. And I still have it. You can still find it if you do a deep dive on the internet. And that's just began a journey for me in terms of songwriting, but also learning how to grow at the craft of songwriting. I'm a newbie completely, but I've loved every step of the way. And since then, 2019 was filled with writing new songs from scripture. And then it moved into 2020, and I began to write about life and about faith and about ideas running around my mind and my head, and some about life experience. But what was really interesting to me was playing at Cafe Rue a couple of weeks ago, and friends and family, and then even strangers who had come to watch the show, who are now, some of whom are friends, and some people who had just heard the music online and come through for the gig. It was so interesting to hear the reasons why people resonated with certain songs. And so for some people, they said, your songs reminded me of Heart Bay, and others said, was that song about a girl? Was that song about God? Was that song about your life? And so songs have this wonderful ability to communicate something through emotion, through feeling, through simple melody. But songs also contain lyrics, and some of the best songs carry a message. Some songs I've written, sad to say, I still don't know what the message is, but there are some that carry a message, and what I might wish to convey through a song might not be what you hear in the end. And maybe a song means something to you in a way that it doesn't mean much to me, and so I don't want to take away from anyone's listening experience. And yeah, I just think it's such a cool thing to be able to write songs, and I hope they do mean something to people, because some of them do mean a great deal to me. So to get into Movie and the lyrics behind that song, the idea to me came in December of 2020, and it was right around the time that I'd put out there's a bike going past. It was right around the time that I'd put out the Memories EP, which was a collection of one-take songs. And I had that chord progression because I was really loving some old Radiohead and some old Coldplay tracks. Coldplay early on is so good. And so I was experimenting with different voicings on the guitar, and I came across this interesting chord progression, which is how the song begins, movie. And the lyrics are, "From out of your mouth, blessing and curse, which one is better, which one is worse?" That just stumbled out of my lips as I was playing, and I just sang that exactly as it is now. And so the idea that resonates with me in that lyric, and I think the reason why I was so drawn to that as a starting point to the song was that I know my own capacity for the words I say and how easy it is to have your words bring life or blessing, and have your words just be meaningless and be cursing. And it's as simple as that. And I was trying to get around that idea of the power of speech, the power of words, and just the capacity in every person for good or evil to stem from your tongue, but also good and evil stemming from the heart. And what is my mouth saying, and therefore what is my heart saying? So the song progresses, and we come to that line that everyone seems to love, and there are many interesting interpretations for this line. But I just wanted to share some thoughts around the chorus lyric, and that is, "If life is a movie, then I'm watching you." That chord steps down one tone and goes from a C, from a D to a C, and then it resolves again on that minor. But if life is a movie, then I'm watching you. I kind of wanted to write about acknowledging the fact that I have the capacity with my speech and with my heart to choose what to say, to choose how to live. Then what do I want to set my eyes on? And I think this is true of every person, that we have things we set our eyes on. If life is a movie, if this existence is something to be watched by others, then I do want to be watching someone. And that is the sentiment behind the song. And maybe for you, you may look to something higher. You may look to a friend or family member or someone that you love. You may look to God. You may look to any number of these things. But I guess the place that our attention is, and I know it's true for me, that's what I end up becoming like. What we look at, we become like, and what we hold in our minds and set our vision to, that's who we become. Finally, the bridge of the song, it says, "Keep away for now. I will stand my ground until I find you." And for me, that sentiment is, the thought behind that lyric is, maybe I shouldn't get into that, but I will stand my ground until I find you. It's the idea that some things take a sense of resolve, and there's a need in each of us to stand resolute, to persevere at times. You can't always say what is true and good and beautiful, and there are times where that might be faced with some level of opposition, or some level of pushback, when you're standing for something that's right. And so the idea there is that the same person that you set your gaze on, if life is a movie, then I'm watching you, keep away for now, I will stand my ground until I find you. It's that idea of planting your feet, putting a stake in the ground and saying, I'm going to remain here until I've found that which my heart, that which my mind longs for. I will stand here restless but resolute until I find that which my heart is seeking. So that's a little bit behind the song movie. I'd love to hear if this has been fun to listen to. I love listening to reasons behind songs and the reasons why certain artists or bands wrote the things they did. So I have no desire to make any more of these unless you would like to see more, because I'm not very comfortable in front of camera. I don't really like this sort of thing. But if you would like to see more of these, please could you just let me know what you would like to hear about, and I'd love to kind of provide this as just another avenue to talk about life and music, and talk about songs, and talk about just this, whatever this is. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year. And don't know how to end this, so we'll just end it there.